India to reportedly ditch Bitcoin ban agenda in favor of asset classification. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Crypto on Fire. Daniel Paulino here, and I'm gonna go over an article here by Cointelegraph.com. But before we do that, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for the latest crypto bullish news. Hit the like button, and also if you would like to join my crypto mastermind, click that below. We talk about how we can find the next coins that could do 10x, 1000x, potentially even 100x, potentially in the long run. In the long run, no guarantees. So you could do that by clicking the link below and finding out. We have a plane crossing by, right? I don't know if you can see it, but the market is definitely looking bullish today, as far because yesterday it went as low as 31k, I believe. 31k. And today it almost hit 38k, so it's looking bullish, but you never know what's going on here in the long term. It's going back and forth. I think we definitely have a resistance, right? We know we're fully back into the bull market once it crosses 42k and it stays above it for at least a couple of days. Then we can say we're on the bullish trend. But right now is pretty much on a triangle. It's bouncing back from like 31-ish to 39-ish, around there, just bouncing back. It's basically undecided, but we have both news coming in. We have bearish news, but we have bullish news. Of course, you know that we're bullish on this channel, so let's start reading here. India's state officials are reportedly no longer keen on banning Bitcoin, and crypto regulation bill may be up for discussion during the monsoon session of parliament. So I think what was happening was that governments around the world, they were unsure what to do with this technology. So what they decided to do was, let's put out bad news or articles like that, so that the price does stay low in case we want to come in. Because we did see El Salvador that it's adopting it as a legal tender, and that's exactly where we see it going. So individuals are adopting it, companies are starting to adopt it. They're a little bit more scared now, but even countries are going to start to adopt it. I think the countries are going to be the last group of classification of groups of people to adopt it, but it's definitely gonna be adopted, right? It's a competition, right? If you're out there, you're a company, you're a country, and you're competing, whoever adopts Bitcoin first is going to have the largest success. Why? Because their currencies are bleeding, right? Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies are growing exponentially. Bitcoin itself has been growing at 200% a year average. Obviously, that's not a guarantee of future results, but that's what's been happening. So when you compare that to the other assets, it's been going down while Bitcoin is going up. And every other asset hasn't been even performing close at all. But obviously, you're going to have a lot of skepticism. A lot of people don't understand it yet, and that's why we recommend to join my course, so that you should start to learn, because the more you learn, the more you earn, right? So let's keep reading. According to a report by the New Indian Express on Thursday, the government's hostile stance toward Bitcoin appears to be shifted toward a more common sense regulatory policies for cryptocurrencies. So we do see the adoption, right? Because some countries are worried that it's going to compete with their currency. But in reality, Bitcoin is not as competitive when it comes to those single transactions like Visa, MasterCard, because when you do a transaction with Bitcoin, it does take sometimes even 10 minutes for it to go through. So it's not convenient at that small level, but on the big level, at preserving wealth as an asset, you want to move billions of dollars from point A to point B. Try moving $1,000 from here to Nigeria or somewhere like that. It's very difficult to move around wealth. Try moving around gold. Is very difficult, but with Bitcoin, boom, across the world, billions of dollars across the world. More safety, more trust. It establishes trust. Why? Because the blockchain verifies it. You don't need trust. It's already verified by the blockchain. So it takes away that skepticism. Why? Because you don't have to trust. It's verified by the blockchain, right? It hasn't been hacked or anything like that. As far as Bitcoin itself has not been cracked. Now we have seen different exchanges been cracked, right? But all of that is going away with all the advancement of technology that is being adopted, and people are getting more smart as far as how they deal with how they store their Bitcoin, right? So let's keep reading here. So according to inside sources quoted by the publication, authorities have dropped early plans for a blanket Bitcoin ban in favor of classifying cryptocurrency as an alternative asset class. So a lot of people obviously a lot of countries were worried. You know, you saw even Donald Trump that he calls it a scam of sorts, and because he thinks that it's competing with the dollar. It's not really competing with the dollar in a sense. Yes, it is, but not. It's not going to replace that transactional level of you go to a store and you transact. There's probably Bitcoin itself not, but there's probably going to be other cryptocurrencies that are going to be able to transact on a faster level that could compete with, you know, with the dollar or different currencies. But as of right now, Bitcoin is not, unless there's some sort of new advancement. I think a layer 2 is coming out that is going to be able to solve that speed, right? That speed. But overall, we're not looking at Bitcoin as that transactional, that as a currency. We're looking at it as an investment, right? As a store of value, right? So people would buy gold to preserve their wealth, but now they discovered that gold is not as efficient as Bitcoin. Gold is very limited. So it's no longer going to be the gold standard, it's going to be the Bitcoin standard. So let's keep reading here. So that's some of the things that people have to start to understand. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the video so far. The Security and Exchange Board of India will reportedly be tasked with overseeing crypto regulations in the country in collaboration with the finance ministry. So obviously governments around the world, they're starting to organize, starting to plan. And as you're going to start to see a domino effect. So El Salvador is adopting it. Now you have India is potentially going to adopt it. And you know, India is one of the fastest growing countries, you know, per capita. So so it's going to start to be a domino effect. And then what's going to happen? Countries are going to FOMO in. They're not going to want to miss out, because what? The crypto industry is 1.5 trillion right now in market cap. If you look at bonds is in the trillions, like 100 trillions or something like that, right? I don't remember the exact number. Bitcoin is a tiny fraction of that, and Ray Dalio just said that he'd rather own Bitcoin than bonds. So once all that wealth is going to start to redistribute from the gold market, that's why you saw that gold hasn't even been booming how people expected it to be. Why? Because cryptocurrency. You saw the real estate market is going to be demonetized by Bitcoin. The gold market, the bonds market, you know, insurance companies are going to have to hold their funds in Bitcoin. Why? Because they're going to be losing a lot of value if they hold it in fiat paper currency, you know, in fake money, right? So all of these things are, some people don't get it, you know, that's why they haven't bought yet. That's why we recommend to buy the course. Get started, join my investment mastermind below. But let's keep reading. Commenting on the emerging positive signals on the cryptocurrency regulation front, Karen Saruna, a member of the Internet and Mobile Association of India, said, "We can definitely say that the new committee, which is working on cryptocurrency, is very optimistic on cryptocurrency regulation and regulations." Right? So there you have it, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more bullish crypto news. See you on the next one.